another Glock, and he told me to drop to the ground. I immediately did, and I yelled, 2 students have been shot, 2 students have been shot, I do not have a gun, we have one of the shooters in there. He then told me to crawl to him, and that is when I noticed that he had the second shooter, Alec, in handcuffs, off to the right side of the hallway. How long did he got up to? Oh, couldn't have been more than 2 minutes.
In addition to the carnage in the classroom, Alec's next comment made the situation even more hair-raising.
But when you saw these kids, especially Kendrick, go down...
Guys hearing voices, bro. Like, this is crazy. Shot Kendrick. Kendrick almost died. Oh, my days.
What was going on in your head? Was it, I'm going to continue shooting, or I'm going to help them, or was something else going on in your head?
Oh, my God, bro.
Everything was quiet. Like, it's only quiet when, like, everything's, like, they're satisfied with what I'm doing. That's the only time they're quiet, is when I listen to them.
Alec's Aunt Grace said that Alec had previously reported hearing voices, but the family was unsure if this was true. As opposed to the silence in Alec's mind, Devin seemed to have experienced the resulting chaos in a blur. He only seemed to remember bits and pieces of what came next.
Yo, this nigga was on cocaine too, so he's probably like a little bit messed. Like his brain's probably fried, bro.
Then what happened? Well, I got handcuffed, obviously, because the people came in because Josh just held me down and I just let him. And he said he was hit, and I just kept telling him, just wrap something around his leg and save himself. And just I kept telling everyone about Alec and what he was wearing because I didn't want other people to get hurt. Because I knew he was just going to keep going, killing people. And now everyone's going to think I'm a monster.
By this point, police made entry into the school to attend to the wounded, rescue the
I don't
student.
think people think you're a monster. They just think people will be like, oh, this guy's kind of like, I don't even know, just weird. But I mean, I guess technically he would be a monster because he helped try to kill somebody. Like, I don't know how people view people, to be honest. So, whatever. But because it was almost like he was forced to do it in a sense. Like he was forced to kind of do what he was doing, but like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Of course, detain Alec and Devin. Meanwhile, word was getting out about the calamity at STEM. Devin's friend David recalled the chilling moment he found out what was happening.
I got a message saying that there were 3 shooters and that one of them had purple hair, and immediately I just went like, Devin, it's gotta be Devin.
With all of these statements, the police now knew what had happened. The reason why, however, remained elusive.
So why were you planning to do this?
I feel like I was doing people a favor, like showing them the real world. I'm basically showing people how I feel.
Was your intention to shoot people today?
Not really. I wanted to shoot.
He wanted a reaction. That's what he wanted. He didn't want. Listen. I'm no. What's the word? Behavior psychologist. But I can just feel from this guy that he just wants a reaction. He wants to feel important and heard. But he's not. No, and so, but like, I guess he went with it, bro. Like I don't know, man.
But I didn't necessarily want to kill anyone. I just want them to have something bad happen to them.
Okay, I was wrong.
Completely.
I was wrong.
I'm just in awe about how I let my thoughts get to me like this. How I thought I was in control, but I'm not. I was just thinking I'm just doing what everyone expected me to.
At what point did you know that Alec was going to hurt students or shoot the school? Or shoot anybody at the school?
Once I knew he was going to, when I saw the axe and he was like getting really pissed off at me with the cocaine and stuff, and like told me I better get back. I was like thinking I could still talk him out of it and convince him not to, that he was just probably going to do something stupid, because at first I thought he might just, but obviously not.
Okay.
So when he had the axe, that's when you first thought that.
That's when I was like, okay, he's serious. He's gonna like hurt me if I don't cooperate with him.
Alex said that actually wasn't the case.
What was your intention if he didn't do the cocaine?
But I really wasn't gonna do anything.
This wasn't the only discrepancy the police had noticed. They began to press Devin harder about some of their concerns, but his responses ended up raising more questions than they answered.
When Alec messaged you and asked you to pick him up at school, you went back to the school, you picked him up. Did you ever see a weapon on him?
No, I was just really worried about him because I thought he might hurt himself too. But I was also a little bit scared because, like, you know, I know he has all those problems. I didn't know if he was going to snap or something.
Alec, though, said that Devin decided he was willing to go through with the attack on his own.
We weren't gonna go through with it, but then he was like, I'm back, and like, I'll do what you want me to. And I was like, okay.
Aside from when you made threats to him at home, like with the axe and all that stuff, did you say anything to him? Threatening or?
I was just, I don't know. He was just like, okay with everything. I think he thought that I had a point. I think I actually got into his head, and he was listening to me.
On that note, the detectives began to wrap up Alec's interrogation.
I hope no one died today.
Tragically, there was one fatality at the STEM shooting.
No.
Kendrick, the first student to rush Devin, had been shot twice.
Wow.
And was pronounced dead shortly after the responding officers dragged him to safety.
Oh my God, Kevin passed. Kevin passed. Oh my gosh. Rest in peace to Kevin. That is crazy. Oh my God. In school. Like, think about this. In school, bro. People don't even like school, bro. Do you agree that the previous... What? I strongly disagree.
With Kendrick's parents to answer what questions they could, and in the process learned more about what a hero Kendrick was. His parents described him as kind, outgoing, and a friend to everyone.
They asked, are you surprised that he would do that? And immediately both of us were like, no, it doesn't surprise us. You're going to pull one kid out of there and it has to be mine, you know, that has to have this happen to him. I just can't figure it out. We get to view him today. Since the last time I seen him alive, and you know, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
The initial interrogations
this is
concluded,
sad.
but the police would soon speak with
This is
Alec
sad
again
as hell, bro.
and learn that there was still more to be uncovered. Devin, on the other hand, stuck to his story and professed his innocence.
Did you ever try telling an adult at any point?
Yeah, that's when I went to the office to try and tell the adults.
Nah, I feel like this nigga lacked. Nah, bro, he lacked, bro. Bro lacked. This guy. I'm not even gonna say bro. This guy lacked.
I was gonna try and tell Miss Harper, but he was already in there.
After he loaded up guns and brought
Yes,
them
and
to
he
the
had
school.
them loaded up and brought to the school because the thing was, once he made his plan clear and had the axe, I didn't have a way to go to anybody because that was the last time we were at the house.
Did it ever cross your mind to tell an adult before that point?
No, because I had all these other reasons and all these things he was telling me, and I believed him because he's seeming like he was fine, and he told like he was fine, so I didn't think it was anything to worry about.
You didn't think it's anything to worry about when somebody tells you don't come to school tomorrow?
I thought he was just like still messing with me a little bit. All of us just joke about that stuff. It's just like teenage boys do that stuff. I never thought he would do all that.
You realize we were teenage boys.
Yeah, I know, but my parents don't really understand that humor, so I just figured I'd say that. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, listen. You know, teenage boys aren't your teenage boys anymore, bro. Everything's changed. Everything has changed. The jokes have changed. Everything is so much more crazier than what you could have ever expected. So that's the only thing I would say. But he lacked. He was part of it, kind of like. I feel like he himself wanted to go through with it without wanting to go through with it.
Sorry.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
In talking to so many witnesses, it became clear that Devin was known for his dark humor.
You know what I'm saying?
However, his friend David took it one step further.
I wouldn't call him violent, I don't think, right off of the bat, but he has sociopathic tendencies. He's a
Sociopathic.
very cold person. He gets angry really fast, and he's very irrational. He would have like these bipolar bursts where he would just snap at us, tell us to f off or whatever. And he really seemed to victimize himself as soon as any kind of blame was put on him. Very big liar. He's manipulative. I see Devin as a lost cause.
This is not your fault. There's nothing you could have done that prevented it, because you seem like a pretty nice guy. Devin made these decisions on his own. And this doesn't come down on you. Because keeping it in is going to be the worst thing for you. And you're going to have a lot of friends out there that are going through the same exact thing. So be there for each other, okay?
Damn, this is sad. Oh my god.
Talk to mom.
Oh my
David
days.
also shared that Devin had recently broken up with his girlfriend. Another Snapchat saved on Alex's account offered a potential explanation why.
Also, kind of, ever since I pulled a knife on my girlfriend's dad, I've been going through.
Devin was appearing more suspicious by the minute, but the question of his involvement.
He pulled a knife on his girlfriend's dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to laugh at this. Why would anybody pull a knife on their girlfriend's dad? Like, that just sounds crazy. Like, it just sounds like, I get maybe like you're fighting him, you put the beats on him or something, like you're something crazy, like a Blueface type of situation. Why would you ever pull like a lethal weapon on your significant person's like father or something? Not like, it's not even like a self-defense thing, probably. Like, I don't know.
Involvement wouldn't be resolved for quite a while. For now, the police were unconvinced by his claims of innocence.
Nah, bro,
and
this guy
both
going to
Devin and
jail.
Alec
They
were
going
taken to jail.
They going to jail, yeah.
While in the county jail, Devin kept busy with many phone calls, including this fraught interaction with his parents.
The only thing was, today was like the Julia and like Dr. Tyndall thing was like they were prepping me for the state hospital visit thing, so it was really stressful because they were like doing like fake like.
Devin, let's not talk about that.
Dad, this is not about the case. We're allowed to talk about this. I don't know why you're so freaking touchy.
I always want to make sure we take the safe route, that's all.
Whatever.
So, anyways,
Nigga, a kid died and he's saying whatever. Maybe there's this levels to this. Maybe I just don't understand like what the fuck's going on. Something's going on with brains.
One freaking thing with you guys.
However, it wasn't just family members that Devin kept up with. It seems that somehow, despite being under lock and key, he began a romantic relationship with a girl named Melanie.
you're my baby.
Cinnamon apple.
But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows in that relationship either.
You told me that your love for me was a joke. I don't know why you call me if I make you so miserable.
Yeah, he has problems, bro.
Just because it's just like fun to like make fun of you sometimes. Say bronchitis without stuttering.
That's fucked, yo. That's actually fucked up.
Bronchitis.
You stuttered, so.
No, I didn't. You're taking advantage of me. You're using me for your entertainment. I thought I had a special place in your heart.
Yeah, you do. It's last. So I'm gonna dump you for Peppa Pig if you don't shut up.
Oh my god, stop. There are tears on my face right now.
Why?
Because I don't want that to happen, and I'm so confused.
I don't know what. I don't know, bro.
Confused right now.
Yo, Jen's cooked, bro.
Oh.
Devin wasn't
If I cooked,
the only one who kept in touch with the outside world, though. 9 months after Alec and Devin were arrested, Alec reached out to detectives to share additional details about the case. When they got to talking, many of the sinister details the police had suspected all along were finally confirmed.
Plan was, it was gonna look like I was the one that was killing all these people, but it was Devin, but it was gonna be pinned on me because he was going to shoot me in the head. He was gonna come out like the hero in this situation. He was gonna essentially stop me.
Why did you do that for Devin?
Because I felt like he was going through a lot of pain in life. I felt like he was going through a lot, and I wanted to help him.
What if you guys got caught
We didn't think we'd get caught.
or get arrested?
What?
Another
So it was him.
inconsistency between Alec's new statement and what Devin said in his interview on the day of the shooting emerged when the investigators came to the topic of the firearms.
So it was him. So it was him. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Alec loaded the guns.
Why did you leave then?
Because he had me in the corner of the closet. I was backed up. There was no doors I could go to. He still had the guns and the ammo and the hatchet.
Devin briefly touched on this while talking with Melanie after he was arrested.
You put a gun to my head and you shoot up my school.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you're not Alex.
If Alec's new story was true, it threatened to undercut Devin's accusations entirely.
At any point as this is happening, was Devin trying to leave?
No.
Get out of closet at all?
No.
Even on the day of the shooting, the police noticed issues with Devin's story and didn't hesitate to call him out.
Why didn't you flee the house?
I was in the back of, so in this closet in my mom's room, there's only one door. He was on that side. The safe's laid down in the middle, and I'm on the other side of the safe. He told me to stay on that side.
Right, well, what I don't understand is how is he loading the gun?
Because he made me give him the bullets while still holding the hatchet, because he grabbed the guns with his other hand, and then that's when he made me hand him the ammo. He told me to sit down, still holding the hatchet, put one bullet in and put it in the magazine and cocked it so there's one in the chamber he could aim at me.
Devin insisted he was innocent, but something else he said that day led the police to believe he was anything but.
And the only way I'd let him live is if he helped me.
It's possible that Devin just got tongue-tied, but police had to wonder if this was the truth slipping through accidentally.
No, say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
So in this closet in my mom's room, there's only one door. He was on that side. The safe's laid down in the middle, and I'm on the other side of the safe. He told me to stay on that side.
Right, well, what I don't understand is how is he loading the gun?
Because he made me give him the bullets while still holding the hatchet, because he grabbed the guns with his other hand, and then that's when he made me hand him the ammo. He told me to sit down, still holding the hatchet, put one bullet in and put it in the magazine and cocked it so there's one in the chamber he could aim at me.
Okay.
Devin insisted he was innocent, but something else he said that day led the police to believe he was anything but.
And the only way I'd let him...
The only way I'd let him live is if he helped me. Whoa. 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 All right, I have to go pray. I'll be right back. Oh, my God. What? You don't just say something.
I'll live as if he helped me.
It's possible that Devin just got tongue-tied, but police had to wonder if this was the truth slipping through accidentally.
Back to it.
So a lot of this to me sounds like self-preservation.
Then why do I have videos of him threatening me, and why do I have all the evidence? If you find his iPhone, you will see a video of me crying while he makes me do that. This kid gave me cocaine, and you're expecting me to think straight?
Before you did cocaine.
I'm freaking the out, dude.
Again, Devin said something during one of his jail calls that made this defense even more questionable.
The cocaine made me aggressive.
I was like literally about to do shrooms one night, and then Alex sent me a picture of like wanna come do cocaine, and I was like, sure.
Yeah, I'm so glad I started doing cocaine because that was great for me. Can't 10 years off my lifespan.
In fact, Devin claimed that his substance use history was far more extensive than he'd initially let on.
I think I like smoked too much weed, and like I permanently did that to my brain.
I was high on cough medication like every day for like 4 months straight.
On another occasion, Devin said that Alec talked him through a particularly intense trip that included some very dangerous decisions.
And so basically Alec was like, I'm gonna stay on the call with you so you can talk to me through this. And so he just like talked to me, and I drove all the way home.
9 months later, in Alec's second interview, Devin's so-called video evidence is brought into question in a discussion with the investigators.
The videos that you made in the house, that was... Tell me again why.
So it would all come together in the plan that, I have proof in case he didn't come out there. I had proof that, or he had proof that I made him do it.
Okay. To make it seem like he was forced into this?
Yes.
Okay. Was he forced into this?
No, it was a mutual agreement. It took us a couple times, like 3 times to actually shoot this video.
Okay.
The first time, we were laughing and we couldn't get it like through the video, and then the second time it was like I just didn't think it was convincing enough, and the third time was like, this is good enough.
So after the video is shot, are you
this is
still
crazy.
holding the gun to his head, or
No.
do you put it down and you guys are, buddy again?
No, I put the gun away. The gun was on safety the whole time.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna shoot him. He was talking about how he has 2 alter egos, two like split personalities, I don't know. And he was saying that one of them is like the pussy Devin, one of them's like the wimp Devin, and the other one's like has a god complex. After that we were hugging, and I was saying goodbye to him. He said he was glad he met me, and he is sorry he's never gonna see me again.
During Devin's interview on the day of the shooting, the police had noticed yet another inconsistency.
So, how many times did you say you've been shooting?
Maybe like 4 times total.
Okay. So, knowing that, how did Kendrick get shot?
Kendrick got shot because my finger was right there still. I was still grabbing it. My finger's right there. He bumps into me because they're rushing me, and they're actually hitting the barrel end of the gun with their body and grabbing me.
Was your finger on the trigger?
I think it's because he has too perfect of an explanation for everything. Like, it's just too... a person who's done something innocently, I feel like they wouldn't explain themselves so perfectly. They would try, but it would never be so... like, have the best excuses, there'd be some slip-ups that... I think that's what I think. Maybe I'm just weird.
My finger was next to the trigger, but it wasn't over the trigger because I wasn't going to hurt anybody. I was just going to tell everyone to stay and then run.
So
I tried to throw it down.
What was going through my head was, should I kill myself to save these people? Do you mind if we take a break?
Absolutely. Do you need any water or anything? We'll step out, but it's a secure building, so we've got to kind of walk anybody anywhere we go.
Okay.
Okay. But we'll just be outside.
Police likely had to wonder if any show of emotion since the day of the incident was ever genuine.
Why didn't you just open the door and say, Alex got a gun, get out?
Because he was still going to shoot people.
But you knew he was going to shoot somebody either way.
But I was going to try to stop him. That's why I went to the office, so I could try to get to an adult who would be able to do it, so the school didn't, people weren't just freaking out.
But you still didn't tell anybody.
Yes, because he told me he was going to the office because he was going to kill me. and everybody inside the office.
Does it matter because he was going to kill people?
Doesn't matter. It does matter because I was trying to save everybody, not just me.
After composing, Alex said something else that, if validated, obliterated Devon's previous claims.
Did he ever tell you, hey, I can't go through
Bro,
with
this is giving me the chills, bro. It's actually crazy.
this? I'm going to refuse to go through with this. I'm backing out. Anything like that?
He never told me anything like that.
It wasn't just what Devon hadn't done that led investigators to suspect that he'd helped instigate the crime. Mr. Pritchard, who had tried to save Kendrick, discovered this disturbing footage of Devon leaving the office and meeting up with Alec.
He said, let's go or something.
In his interview soon after the incident, the detectives had tried to get the truth from Devon, but he wouldn't budge.
So again, at what point did you try to stop him?
There was multiple times he just kept threatening me.
Not what I'm hearing.
That's exactly what you're hearing.
Literally, you're separated.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you guys anymore until I have a lawyer and my dad. Get him in here because you guys aren't listening to me. I'm telling you something. I have evidence. I can show you all that. I gave you all this, and you guys are still just making it like I tried so hard.
Since Devon wanted to speak with a lawyer back then, the detectives departed, leaving him alone in the interrogation room where his pleas of innocence continued.
I'm innocent, no matter what I'll tell you. I'm innocent, okay?
In the interview now, Alec's story included even more drastic changes.
Tuesday the 7th. On that specific day is when Devin had that specific class that he wanted to shoot up.
Mitchell, the student Devon had a verbal altercation with, had been in room 107, but that wasn't all. Mitchell said that Devon disliked Ms. Harper because she demanded her students make an effort in class. Alec's statement seemed to support the theory that the attack was very carefully timed.
The only person I really truly remember shooting at is Mitchell. Is the last name.
Where was Mitchell at when you were shooting at Mitchell?
He was on the ground looking up at me.
As it turned out, Alec's aim was true. Mitchell had given his statement to police from a hospital bed after the incident.
Yo, he was in the hospital bed, bro. This is just too crazy, man. This is just too crazy. Like, when do people like stop? I think, like, I don't know, man. This is just a lot even for me to just think about. I feel like does anybody else think like this? Do this type of stuff? Like, what the hell?
First gunshot, I remember standing up and running. I remember more gunshots. I remember falling over. I run towards that door, and I pass Kendrick, and he's laying down, face down, not moving, and he's breathing.
He told police that he and several other students fled through the cafeteria and out of the school.
I run, like, past, I want to say 4 different buildings before I'm, like, out of breath. I'm like, this is so weird. Why am I out of breath? And then I reach behind me and feel my back. I pull my hand forward, and there's blood there. I didn't know that I got shot.
Mitchell's classmates had applied pressure to the wound and called 911. When more shots were fired, later determined to have been fired by Sam, a good Samaritan had helped move the group inside to the safety of his house. Paramedics arrived shortly afterwards to take Mitchell to the hospital. Back with Alec, police learned even more about Devon's involvement in the lead-up to the crime.
Did you guys do, I guess, any other sort of research into how to carry this plan out?
Not to how to carry the plan out. It was when Sol Pais came to Colorado, and we heard that she has like Columbine tattoos. That's kind of when we started searching up Columbine.
Okay.
And it wasn't to execute this plan. It was just kind of trying to put the 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
With Sol Pais and the Columbine.
Sol Pais was a student who received national attention when she became the subject of a large FBI manhunt after she was found armed in Colorado on the 20th anniversary of the Columbine school shooting. Given her obsession with that incident, police believed she was planning a copycat massacre at Columbine School on its anniversary. Facebook records indicated that Devon and Alec had discussed Sol Pais at length, even sending each other screenshots of her website and Instagram. Follow-up investigation revealed even more.
So it's, they find each other on the internet. Like, like then they're like, okay, we're not the only ones that think like this. Let's do this. Like what type of
The
like,
subject
what?
of Columbine on Alex's Snapchat.
Tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of the Columbine shooting. It's like, geez, everything's going on in 1 week.
In hindsight, it seems disturbingly obvious why Alex saved this clip. Unfortunately, the video did not reveal who the speaker was. The police knew by now that Devin's interest in Columbine was not the only red flag. Back in the early days of the investigation, one of Devin's former classmates, Brian, had shared some chilling information.
He would like just come up behind me and do like all those school shooter jokes.
Okay, and what kind of school shooting jokes would you say?
When the pencil hits the floor, I'm gonna start shooting. I'm gonna take this 0 to Columbine real quick.
Okay. How often would you say stuff like that?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, that's pretty fucked up, man. That's pretty fucked up. He said, when this pencil drops, I'm gonna start shooting. Like, come on. Come on.
Brian had shared some
Come on, bro. This is crazy, bro.
chilling information.
He would like just come up behind me and do like all those school shooter jokes.
Okay, and
It's mad, bro.
jokes would you say?
When the pencil hits the floor, I'm gonna start shooting.
That's actually. I'm actually concerned if somebody said some shit like that. Yo. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this 0 to Columbine real quick.
Bro, on everything, bro. How would you guys? Would you guys leave? Like, I would start leaving, bro. I would start leaving, bro. I would start packing up my shit, bro. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on. Like, you know, that just sounds crazy. I remember actually. I'll tell you guys. I have a story time, but I'll tell you guys later.
How often would you say stuff like that?
About every day.
Back in the present with Alec, the police had a few more things they wanted to follow up on.
In the interview with Detective Williamson, you mentioned something about gamer boat. Yes. Anything else?
I think it was blobfish.
Blogfish? Blobfish.
I'm sorry. Blobfish.
What is that?
That was gonna be code word for Devin shoot me.
This memory was recovered from Alex's Snapchat, proving that they had in fact used the code word.
Blobfish.
If this really was what the code word meant, it seemed that on the day of the crime, Devin would have had to know he would be shooting, if only at Alec all along. 9 months later, in Alec's new version of events, Devin was responsible for more than just the school shooting.
I was doing coke in the bathroom, and I came back, and he was like, he didn't have any clothes on. He had like his boxers on, and that was it. And he was sitting with his mom's nail polish and painting something about like the voices win in the corner of the closet wall.
Alex stated that it had been Devin's idea to vandalize his mother's car, and that still wasn't all.
Did you guys ever have a conversation about locking the doors?
We did have a conversation about taking the magnet strip off the doors.
With the security compromised at school, protecting everyone inside was the top priority. This was one of the main topics Sam discussed with the police. He said that STEM school was the only location where he was directed to not be armed, which felt odd to him. He chose to carry his weapon anyway, with the intention of protecting as many students as possible in the event of violence. Despite saving lives on May 7th, Sam still expressed regret that he did not do more.
I guess one kid was just reported dead. You know?
Yeah. Yep. So, but
did the best I can, man.
I don't have any doubt that you, by your actions, saved lives. Oh yeah, you took literally one of the two shooters out.
I just wish I could have saved all of them, man.
Surprisingly, Devin had reached out to the police 9 months ago, the day after he ended his first interrogation by asking for a lawyer.
All I can think about is Kendrick and everybody else. The gunshots. I keep hearing the gunshots.
Devin, are you aware that this was all over the media?
I assumed it would be, yeah.
So this might be your last opportunity to kind of tell the world what happened.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Did you help Alec carry this through?
Only the parts he made me.
At any point, did you plan on doing what Alec told you?
No, at no point did I plan on going through with his plan.
When asked about the perspective now, Alec had this to say.
I've changed my perspective on change on. My perspective has changed on me trying to protect Devin, and I need to keep my promises.
Who are you talking about in terms of your promises?
I talked. I'm not crazy. I swear. I talked to Kendrick a lot.
What?
I promised that I would do good for him. I promised I'm gonna help everyone that I can for him.
What the fuck?
Change for the better.
What? Yo. Oh my god. This just keeps getting crazy. Just levels to this shit. There's levels, bro. Bro is literally, I guess, yeah, but that, like, I think when you leave this plane, I guess, like, when you're on a different plane, like, I guess God can allow things to happen. I don't know, bro. He's saying he's talking to Kendrick, bro. What?
In 2020, Alec McKinney was sentenced to life in prison, plus 38 years after pleading guilty on several charges. Alec was ultimately convicted of 11 charges, including but not limited to murder after deliberation, murder with extreme indifference, attempted murder, and possession of a weapon on school grounds. Subsequently, Devin and Melanie did a lot of theorizing over the phone regarding what his fate would be.
There was no overkill. You, like, that one kid said you fought, but, like, no one else said you fought back, which, like, obviously you didn't. But, like, there's a lot of things that, like, show that you're not, like, a violent person.
Yeah, I wish the DA would just give me a deal so I didn't have to go to trial, so I could just, like, skirt. Call is recorded and monitored, so, DA Brockler, if you're listening, I'll vote for you. Dude, if I told you that I'm the least my parents have, that I'm gonna get out in like 3 years?
I mean, that'd be sick, but no.
It's not gonna happen.
No, it's not.
Melanie was right. On September 17th,
16 years at least, 16.
Devin Erickson was sentenced to life in prison, plus 1,282 years.
What? I'm not reading this right. 1,282. Oh my god. Oh wow. 1,282 years.
Despite entering a plea of not guilty, he was convicted on 46 charges in total,
46?
including murder after deliberation, murder with extreme indifference, multiple counts of attempted murder, theft, reckless endangerment, and more. He is not eligible for parole. The robotics lab at STEM school has since been renamed in honor of Kendrick. His heroic
That's dope.
action
That's actually
meant that
dope.
His was the only life lost that day at STEM. His parents still visit his grave every day. The other 8 victims all physically recovered, though the psychological impact on everyone at STEM is incomprehensible.
That's crazy. That was the video for today, everybody. Comment, like, subscribe. I might do more of these, but it depends on what you guys like. I'm actually just flabbergasted. That's crazy.